Welcome back, World of Warcraft Raffle Screen Classic Blind. Doesn't tell you which boat until you... Well, even if there wasn't a extra guy here saying which way it was. Could have been a signpost somewhere. That's fine. They'll figure it out. Traveling. Not too often we're using long distance boats. That's okay. Oh, I'm stuck. Almost made it. Oh yes. We're too high up in the boat. That's okay. Got her. How's it going? Alright. Should have this to turn it in astronaut. You get the ride to astronaut first, yeah. That should be alright. And then from there, we can take the flight over to Stone Talon Peak and then run down for this one. That'll be fine. There's ways to get around. That should be good. Because of all these flight paths we got. It's a pretty good time. Sealed envelope. It's going later. Yeah, just these thief right now. That'll be good. And we'll see what else we might need to do for all this. Could be something. See what else we need to deal with. Yeah. Overall, not a huge amount of things in Stone Talon Mountains. It's the quantity of kills, the rarity of spawns and drops, and the traveling to a different continent really spices it up. Adds some quantity there. Really getting some Path of Frost. Get back there. It's like whenever we're near water, just activates. Wild. Alright. There's Black Fathom Deeps. Chillin'. Always a good time. Just some nice flight paths. Gets the job done. Definitely gets the job done. Okay. Round and around we go. Really, there's something happening. Like whenever we get close enough. That's alright. On the plus side, we get to fly past all of the various cliffs here. Really gets through Ashenvale pretty easily. Flying. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. Okay. Drop stuff here. Quest guy is here. Yeah. You have the Pride Wing Venom Sacs, Erickson. Can allow the orcs to use the beast's poisons against us. Yep.
Good luck.
Thank you, Eric Erickson. It says me my order to slaughter of creatures who may not willingly aid our enemies. It is my duty to do so. Your heart might weep for the Pride Wings you slew, my friend, but may your heart then swell in knowing that your allies are safe from the Pride Wings' venom.
Be careful.
Fair. And we continue on. Effective.
What brings you here?
Just a quick jaunt over to Stone Talon Peak.
Farewell.
Right over here. Should be pretty direct. It's not very far away. That'll work. see if they need us to do anything else here. Found some stuff there, do stuff here, do stuff here. Yeah, total quantity of quests here. Low. That's alright. Because we still get to blow something up here. That'll be good. I'm here for it. NG5. We got the chemicals. And plenty of ineptitude. So fun is a guarantee. Line over here. Ah yes. The Zorm Strand. Very much on a path between Astenar and Stone Talon Peak. Good route. It's about the cinematic of the experience. That's okay. I'm under the water. A lot of cliffs over here too, my goodness. Lots of fun you can have walking around the edges here. Do that a bit in some other locations before. We're not even on the map anymore. All the way up here. Goodness. Heading back in. More ruins. Wow, shocking. This is the Veiled Sea right here. That camp? That's in the Veiled Sea. Stone Talon Mountains. Here we go. Yeah, this might be an area you can't normally get to. Quite possibly wedge yourself up the mountains in some way. Could get it done. Well, that's alright. Alright. Touching down. Right next to the quest guy. These have been very conveniently located for the flight paths. Now that the Blood Furies have suffered such a great loss, perhaps the true work of restoring the land can begin. Reclaiming the Charred Vale. The Blood Furies have been subdued. They'll regroup soon enough if action is not taken. Far south of the Barrens lies a land known as Thousand Needles. Travel west in Thousand Needles until you reach the lush forest edge of Feralis. You'll find a druid named Fallfinder Waywarder. This great and wise druid is capable of calling forth great forest spirits, which can aid in the reclamation of the Charred Vale. Send word of our need. Seek him out at once. Go to Thousand Needles and Feralis. That's a slightly different location request. Very interesting. More places. Always more. That'll be great. Until we get over that way, let us just head out. Back to this. Way down here is where they want us to go. Wild. I think it's probably going to be on that list here. Moonglade. Got Ashen Vale to go to Barrens. Silthus Diamond Cancer Time. Stone Talon Mountains. To also go to the Bear. Also go to Ratchet. So technically, you could consider some of these quests still Stone Talon Mountains quests. And there's very much a possibility it would end up returning. That's okay either way. Could have just flight path. That would have been fine too. And probably just end up just getting all those done. I'll be alright. Making our way over this way. At least from this direction we don't need to go around to get back to this spot. Up in the mountains. So that's okay. Right away. Their population is still stable, even after we destroyed all of them. So that's good. They got their nests right there. Yep. Plenty. Plenty of them still. Okay. Let's see about this explosion, shall we? Should be good. Right over here. Again, a lot of walking too. That's okay. We get there. Eventually. Got another moonstone at some point here if we wanted. Could do. What do you guys say? Next mountain down? Looks like it. Not really a mountain. It's like, kind of just a little hill. But approaching from this direction, it's much more direct to get into the camp here. If you can call this a camp, we have a fire, a wagon, a table, and a rug.
Hey!
Good enough. Special delivery. Ah, you're back. Do you have it? Do you have the spell? Yes.
Alrighty
This
then.
is perfect, Eric Erickson. Well done. This spell, mixed with NG5, should make the perfect remote explosive. Be able to create the perfect distraction for you so you can sneak in and steal the Venture-Co's letters and engineering plans. That will surely slow down their deforestation acts.
You have a great day now.
Ah, goody goody. You're back. The NG5.
Be seeing you.
Your task has been done flawlessly, Eric Erickson. NG5 is the unequivocal component in the recipe to ignite the wagons of dynamite. What? Yes, dynamite. Wagons of it. It's the perfect distraction, I'll tell you. Just wait and see.
Off and away.
Alright. Covert Ops. Alpha and Beta.
You have a great day now.
This is it, Eric Erickson. Pay close attention. The rest are done and ready to be used. Take these pages, they'll explain more about the detonators and explosives, and where you should place them. Remember, the success of your mission doesn't depend on how much destruction you cause. Plan Alpha's success depends on you bringing back the Venture-Co's engineering plans from inside the lumber mill, south of Cragpool Lake. Engineering plans from the lumber mill. Okay.
Alrighty then.
And covert
Be
beta.
seeing you.
Plan Beta is just like Plan Alpha. Okay, excellent. Cause a distraction, then steal their precious letters. Keys to get their letters, remember that. Pages I gave you already will tell you where to plant explosives. Just get back here alive and with those letters. Retrieve the letters from Windshear Mine at the east end.
Off and away.
Okay. Here's the Covert Ops pack. Right-click to open. We got explosives blue, detonator red, plans, explosives red, detonator blue. Okay. So blue plans with the blue detonator, red plans with explosives, red detonator. Let's read this before we jump out in there. Okay, you should have your NG5 charges and detonators ready. Label them for you. Blue is for the lumber mill, red is for the Windshear Mine. Do some scouting. There are enough explosives throughout Windshear Crag that it shouldn't be a problem at all for you to get in. Let the explosives and then get out before detonating them. Remember, this is a distraction. Get far from the wagons before the goblins get there, check out what happened, then sneak in behind them. Be careful with them, by the way. The nitroglyceronium alone could reduce you to dust. Encase some of the liquid in copper tubes, which should keep it stable and safe. The scroll you got from Colin I used on the detonator boxes. They'll now send a silent message to the NG5 charges after you set them. Use a simple stealth wargun mechanism to make sure the wire connectivity is optimal, and the flow of the nitroglyceronium between the differential fluid is better than average. Ah yes. That's what we want for our explosives and how we're making the explosives explode. Things to be better than average. Before I get back into the details about my design, I'll explain where you should place the explosives. Plan Alpha, the lumber mill. There's a wagon out in front of the lumber mill. It's northeast of their deforestation and lumber collection construct. Suspect the engineering plans are inside of the lumber mill. Let the charge head to the back of the wagon. Once it's set, make haste and get some distance. When ready, hit the detonator. Ensure a strong signal by routing copper and silver wires with a Malthusian antennae array. within the casing of the box. That should give you good range. So be careful of the goblins nearby. They won't appreciate my creation if they catch you in their sight. Oh, just in case it wasn't obvious, don't be near the wag when it blows. It'll hurt. And plan beta, the wind shear mine. So the goblin's using another wagon of explosives north of the mine's entrance. That should be a good enough place to plant NG5 charge red. After you set the charge in the back of the wagon, take some distance and hit the button. Goblins don't come running to check out the commotion. It's probably because the mountain came down on top of their heads. Notice code letters are outside the mine. Think on some crates on the bottom level. Good luck, and remember, blue charge lumber mill, red charge mine. Oh, and destroy this letter after you've accomplished your mission. Maybe I should look into a way to make these things destroy themselves after they're read. That's not a bad idea. Love it. Okay. That's below this joint. Or specifically, wagons of dynamite. Which, honestly, yeah, pretty good distraction. Making an entire wagon explode. I can see it. Sounds good to me. We'll go to the lumber mill first. Over this way. I'm not going to worry too much about all the guys around. They're not super threatening at all, are they? Is it? Which color is which? Blue at the lumber mill. Alright. Get some distance. You gonna stand there? Detonate. Ow. Oh, they're all running for it. We're gonna go check that out, huh? Except for that one guy. Let's get these lands here. In this chest. It's over here. No, that's the plans. I'm gonna open this chest. Stop attacking me. Found some copper. Alright. And now to the other one. Right over this way. Or fish menu. Oil spill. That's the opposite of fish. No. There's a lot of guys going out to check on that explosive. Well, that's pretty neat. If you're not prepared for that, and poorly located, it could definitely be a problem. A bunch of people storming past. Okay. There's the explosives here. Plant it. Out of the way. Detonate. Managed to hit that guy. Now everybody is charging on out to go check on the explosives. And they're going to be having a good time over there. Dying immediately in an AoE. And there is the letters. Very effective. Very cool. Alright. Let's get going. We got the letters. We got the plans. We can destroy this once we're done here. We follow the instructions to a T. It all worked out. Some copper for our trouble. Lovely stuff. Back over this way. We'll see if the information in these letters and plans is anything we need to follow up on. That'd be good. Continuing forth. And we need to go around the hill again. Because we're on this side. Does make for a good vantage point. But a not so good location need to get to constantly. That's okay. Making our way. Our way. Round and round and round. Explosions. Successful.
Pleased to meet you. You have a great day
You get the
now.
plans there, Gregson? Yep.
Off and away.
Truly amazing. This is a huge blow to the Venture Co. We'll be able to find weaknesses in their machines and also incorporate their designs into our own creations. This is a wonderful day indeed.
Be seeing you.
And we also got the letters. How'd it go? Very well.
Alrighty then.
Incredible, Eric Erickson. Kayla and the Sentinels will be so happy. With your skill in my creations, we're unstoppable.
Be seeing you.
Let's update. Eric Erickson, take these letters to Kayla. I'm sure she'll want to know about this, or at least the Sentinels will. Be sure to tell her how successful we were, and how we couldn't have done it without a little bit of magic. Letters to Kayla in the Stone Town Mountains.
Alrighty then.
And by that I mean, walk right over here. Hey.
What brings you?
Yes, Eric Erickson? What can I do for you?
Good luck, friend.
This is interesting indeed. You and Gaxman have done very well, Eric Erickson. Thank you.
Be careful.
But now we got more. Not done yet. So focused on trying to convince the Night Elves the methods are superior. I had no choice but focus on his energies or something. So unleashed him on the Venture Co. Alright. Enraged spirits.
Watch over you.
I'm unsure what the Venture Co. did to the Veil. It's obvious that they were overpowered by the creatures there. They set the forest aflame and used their inventions of destruction to decimate as much of the Veil as possible. In their ignorance, they also released something else. Burning spirits, elementals of flame, stone, and rage. The land has no chance to see Elune's smile. These creatures roam free. I mean, they're smoldering embers to show you've reduced their number. 8 smoldering embers from any of the fire elementals in the Charred Vale. And wounded ancients.
Farewell.
It seems obvious to me that the protectors of the Vale, the Treants, have something to do with the Venture Co. being driven back. Unfortunately, even those once great guardians have now become corrupt. Axum thinks their corruption is somehow linked to the weapons the goblins used during their retreat. Told him I'll collect a sample from the wounded Treant. I'm to study it in order to figure out if that's true. Here's some of the shrapnel, so the gnome can tell me more. A piece of shrapnel.
Be careful.
Okay. Back to the Vale. Charred Vale. Over this way. Okay. Now we're possibly going to be doing something. We get to... We can't really get to 1,000 Needles quickly this direction. We can pop up through Charred Vale. Go through Charred Vale, take the Hippogriff down, get the other information, come back to here, do stuff. That should be fine. Further and further here. Gets the job done. Taking a look at Sunrock Retreat. Take a shortcut through Sunrock Retreat. Love it. Retreat here. There's like a path along the sides or something. Let's see how this just goes through. Some Stone Town guys. Just chilling. Got big walls here. See how effective this is at getting us through anywhere. We got some stuff. Don't mind the dragon coming through. Everything's fine. Got a little path on this side here. That's alright. Some mountains. The upper path. There's the Charred Vale down here. Yeah. It's good to me. 10,000 damage. 6,000 damage. 10. Very short. Very cut. Lovely. I can get back up there. Return me to life. Shortcut. Alright. So we got Resurrection Resistance. Decrease options by 75%. Honestly, it's probably fine. Smoldering Embers. We're still strong enough. 25% of regular power. still easily good enough. You'll love to see it. Okay. We need to fight the fires, and we need to fight treants. No harpies this time. Even at a fraction of our full strength, no problems to be found. There's corrupted shrapnel. And it's definitely mechanical pieces here, so that's a no. Fire guys here. Fire guys here. Fire guys all over there. More chimeras. These seem pretty large. There's another ember. Looking good.
I'm out of range.
Looking good. We can still just kill them in a single auto attack. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Rock guy? No. It's fine for now. We'll see harpies here. Need 4 more embers. Okay. Ember. There's a box in there. I'm gonna grab that. Who puts these boxes here? Is it the harpies? Could be the harpies. You never know. You never know with them. Harpies galore. We saw a few fire guys on the way in. We'll see them if they're over here. Ooh, Mithril. That's also good. Worth it. Fire flame spear here. Plenty of embers. Let's do it nicely. And fire guy here.
I'm out of range. I see a target.
I don't always drop a piece though. That's alright. Anything from the basilisks or the rock guys. Very specifically, these embery bits here. A couple more.
Too far away.
At least one more right here. Next piece. Got another fire guy right here. We got a harpy. So it'd be perfect if you would drop the thing. Nope. There's another one. Still have a chance. Nope. There's another one. Still have a chance. This is definitely a system. Drop nothing? On. I don't think there's any more. Yeah, I don't think there's any more. We saw them once we got further down in here. Just didn't drop anything, huh? Wild. Okay. Let's get back in here and find one more ember. Sigh. Was there some at the start? I don't know about that. Could have been. We gotta get authentic charred veil embers here. Only the best. Only the best. Harpies. Just not quite enough. It's not quite enough. And it's not spawning in super quick, like some of the other sections were, because they're more spread out. It's also possible they're getting replaced by the non-fire guys here too. There's a graveyard we were in earlier. That's something. Fires, little fire guys. You'd think there'd be more fires in the Charred Vale. You're wrong. Not quite how this works, it seems. Okay. Going great. And our chest. I'm just thinking bad about it. Don't do that. Little fire guys. Hello. Once again, dropped rates and quantities and everything. Not working out too nicely for us. There's a fire guy.
I'm out of range.
Let's drop the thing. No. It's not going well. Ah. Alright. All the way from the lake, it's still nothing. My goodness. And the other guys in here. Could just go on a killing spree. But at that point would be kind of waiting for respawns on top of the respawns. That's no good. There's a fire guy.
Too far away.
That's a burn and destroyer. None from that one. None from that one. Oh my goodness. They are not having the best luck today. There's a guy. This is gonna kill him because you're weak. That's hilarious. There we go. Okay. Let's make our way around some more. This is all gonna work. It's all gonna be great. Okay. So we need to go down to here. We can get there by going to here. We can cross this mountain. We need to go like from the front here to get into Nigel's. What ores we got here? Copper and tin. Wild. Desolus. That's where we are now. Whirlwind River. What we got in Desolus? A couple things. A couple things. Entrance is way over here to get up to this point. Not this point. Some guards. Doing a good job. Let's get this letter back there. Got one quest here we can't do. Because that's going to keep switching our allegiances back and forth. That's okay. Alright. Let's fly down to
Until next week.
That should be good. Yeah, a few things to do in Feralis. Especially Diremall. Is that on there? Lower Wilds, 1,000 yields. Mars's Refuge. It's like it's a city, but it's only like a camp there. Eh, that's fine. Okay. Well, let's get down this way. Don't need the covert ops plans anymore. We'll destroy them in the air over Desolus. What better spot to dispose of evidence? No one will ever find it here. Brilliant. Got a moss agate from that. That's pretty good. Chunk of coal. Good stuff. Little demons. On this path here. Definitely a back and forth kind of path here. To here and then to here. That's okay. We'll get back around. And then, we're likely going to end up getting... we're either going to get the trees that we need to plant, in which case we'll go back to Naj's Point, then to the Charred Vale, then to other places. Or get told to return to Stone Talon Peak, and then to the other places. Either way, we're going to be right on with another flight path. That's going to be just fine. Should be great. Ruins of Ravenwind. Some stuff down there. 48. Really higher level stuff here. We don't really need to worry about that since our reviving thing is gone. So we'll be fine. We can deal with that. Wonder what rough level 75% nerfed stats would have us be at. Because we also have to consider all the gear, which is also pretty significant numbers added on top of that. Or if it's 75% of total, that's also possible. But even then still, 75%, 25% of all the numbers there. Still quite a few numbers. And we will get to Feralis at some point. Currently, most of the other quests are heading us over to Ratchet, which does have a lot of other stuff going on here too. A slightly higher level than that would be Dustwall Marsh. We just go where the quests take us, for the most part. And then just also kind of ignore some of the other ones. Eventually. Go to Ratchet. Go to Ratchet. Diremall. Silphus. And Silphus. Swooping through Feathermoon Stronghold. On our way. It's kind of on the way. Multi-stage flight path. Gets the job done. Definitely would be quicker with direct flights. And even more direct flights where we can just actually just fly there. That's okay. Things could be worse. Things could be worse. Giants down there. Dealt with those before. If I did, it definitely feels like we've done at least some quests in a lot of the Kalimdor zones. That's definitely true for quite a few of them. We did stuff in Desolus, did stuff in Tanaris, did stuff in Ungoro Crater. I think we did at least a few things in Dustwall Marsh, but there's still quite a few things in here. Yeah. Still plenty more to see. Here's that warrior training quest we can't do. We're working with what we got. How's the total numbers doing anyway? We keep making progress. 513 out of 700 in Kalimdor. It's going well. It's going well. Now we're in Feralis. Coming through. Doing great. Almost there. We're gonna fly right over the camp there. We're gonna go around. Seems like we're at least going around slightly. It's probably wise. Got some fishing. It's a good time for some fishing action. Here's that pavilion. Just chilling over there. We got a quest for us. Probably Dire Maul. Maybe we'll see how many quests in completely different locations tell us to go to dungeons. There's definitely a few. Pick up a lot of... Just pick up everything we can see, for the most part. Although our tracker is definitely not everything we've... I mean, it is everything we've seen in most of the places. We're just doing it area by area here. That's okay. Walking over to... Falfindel. Keeper Albigorm was wise to send you with such urgency. Let's see if we can not call forth aid from the great forest. Travel to the Charred Vale before it's too late. Choose a shield. Okay. We must hurry. Hurry in. We must hurry, he says, and then walks slowly. Oh yeah, totally in a rush here. Goodness. Wonder where he's gonna walk to. Walking out in the forest? Is good enough? Here's the forest, come forth and heed nature's call. Alright. It's doing it. Oh, got lights. The lights are coming. Magical. Spirits of the forest, indeed. Alright. Spirits of the forest, you are needed. Make haste to the Charred Vale. Oh, they're just going. Look at them go. I hope they have a fun time in the charred, fiery area there. I doubt these are actually going to go all the way to the Charred Vale. We can follow them for a little bit, though. Eventually, they kind of just disappear, usually. Maybe they'll go somewhere. Intriguing. I mean, it's very far to the Charred Vale. Oh, those ones disappeared. This one's still doing his best. Is he gonna make it? Gonna make it to the Charred Vale? I believe in you, the last spirit. Everyone else got aimed by wolves or something. Ah, so close. They almost made it to the Charred Vale. It's almost like asking tiny forest spirits to go solve all our problems isn't actually going to get things done. Rip. Rip indeed. Alright, now that that's failed entirely, what's the next plan? Was it? Is that the plan? Did we do it? I guess we did it. He's not telling us to go talk to anybody. Oh, there you go. Problem solved. Question mark. Alright, sure. Yeah. We'll just go to Tom Peak. Should be easy enough. right down the path instead of going around everywhere.
Be careful.
I'm fine with that. Raged spirits and wounded ancients. Kayla. Yep. That's just going to the Barrens. Alright, there you go. How's our new shield look? It looks very, very small. As opposed to our other shield. Very fancy. 10 steel shield wall. Lovely stuff. It's got a few more stats here. Got some stamina and spirit. Little guy. That's okay. This is an even further flight path than we had the first time here. Ah well. Yeah, we could have went to here, then around the mountains, up in the Charred Vale, through here and over to here, or just walk down the path. Both are fine. So we slightly longer flight to here. That's okay. Yeah, it's easy enough. So, looks like this is probably going to be the last of things, since we didn't even end up needing to do anything else in the Charred Vale. I saw like bits of raised earth that you would think would have been plant a little tree here, but we just sent some little spirits to do that instead. So I guess that's fine. Whatever works, I guess. Yeah. We'll see if the embers and shrapnel lead to any more information here as we continue flying around. Yeah. What else we got? We'll get here later. We'll get here later. We're gonna be at Ratchet for both of those. This one's definitely be longer. Silithus will be before this one, since that's in Silithus. And then the raids here. Unlikely for right now. Unlikely. Okay, somebody here. We're just passing through. That's okay. Yeah, definitely a few things here. We know there's definitely still plenty of quests to be done, just based on the achievement for the number of quests remaining. Like as we've seen, there's quest chains, which definitely get a lot accomplished. If any of these repeatables haven't already been repeated. Here's a bunch of make a bunch of the things with all the interesting stuff. Bits of that, bits of this. Complicated. Could start looking at what different levels everything is. Like Fellwood's 50s, Asherah's 50s. Just Marsh is 30s. Pile stuff here at the Shimmering Flats, that's in the 30s. That'll be sooner. Grows in the 50s. A few things in the 50s here. Pile of 50 and 60 stuff over in Silithus. 40s ish. High 40s in Foralis. 30s in Desolus. Much lower stuff in Barrens here. See where all these end up taking us. And another dungeon too. That we need to do. Money's at 77787. See if we can spend a gold somewhere. 77777. It's a lot. It's a lot. 100 copper is 100 silver, then just in the golds. So it's, in total, there's thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, tens of millions of copper. That's a lot. When you compare it to selling a random little tiny bit for a few copper. We have 77 million copper. I guess it adds up. Still flying, huh? Oh yeah. Some of these we can just kind of skip. I was enjoying the ride here today. Well, that's okay. Just point right here. It is. The entrance is all over on this side. That's okay. Well, I am past. At least something here. Dungeon. Very interesting. In general, we want to grab all the quests for the area before we do the dungeon, at least. That mostly gets things accomplished. Although there are still sometimes other quests leading to the dungeon. But any just regular dungeons out here, just sprinting in to complete a quest isn't the biggest deal. Mostly gets easily done. Just some random stuff or defeat the final boss. Mostly works out. Should be great. Here's a charred veil. See if we can see any evidence of the spirits coming here and making things better. There's a little bit of mound there. Yeah, sure doesn't look like they did. Well, we saw them. They didn't get there, so. All of our work was for nothing. I mean, I guess we still have whatever we're going to do with the smoldering embers and shrapnel here. See if that leads to any other big plan to try to help with all the situations here. Doubtful. But maybe. Look, another logging camp. Another destruction thing. And a crane way at the top here that can't reach anything. Brilliant. Brilliant placement. Maybe it was harvesting large trees, and all of the trees are gone. Like these ones. Just harvesting the top of the trees there. Things sure do look a lot nicer here. In the bit of a refuge here. Elsewhere in Stone Talon Mountains, it is a bit of a mess. Okay. So, hey there, keeper guy. We sent the spirits. I'm sure they did great. I'm sure everything's fine. Really feels like leaving it up to chance here, but that's okay. There's only so much we can do. We are not exactly druidy kind of guys. Not much we can do about that. So let's go. Back down through most of Stone Talon Mountains here again. Turn in these quests right here. And then we'll see if there's anything else. Because there still could be. It's entirely possible. It is entirely possible. We already killed most of the things everywhere. There's still the rock elementals and the basilisks. I don't think we really need to worry about them. These guys here, there's various beasts and stuff. Nothing super crazy. Rock across the river this time. Lovely. More of these guys up in there. Mountainy little rock outcroppings. That'll work. Couple trees here. Things could be worse. Yeah. Overall, with all the traveling and waiting and rare drops and respawns, definitely took longer than it needed to here in Stone Town Mountains. Well, that's okay. We got there in the end. Assuming we're actually almost done. We keep talking like, oh yeah, this is it. There could be a whole another storyline here. Connecting back, traveling across the world to get trees from 15 different places. And then plant them in the Charred Vale, and then it doesn't work, so we need to get the spirits again, and yeah. Hopefully not, though. We got other places to get to here. Turn some stuff in.
Ishnuala.
Rage spirits.
Goddess watch over you.
First time I saw the Charred Vale, I almost wept, Eric Erickson. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Good luck, friend.
The remains of our enemy. Your strength serves us well, Eric Erickson. Thank you.
Del Nadris.
I have a feeling Gaston will find a use for the shrapnel, regardless of how the Adventure Co. has used it in the past.
Farewell.
Thank you, Eric Erickson. It should be more than sufficient for Gaxim to figure out how the treants were corrupted. Should I give this to him right away?
Good luck, friend.
Update for Sentinel Penicillin. Eric Erickson, you've done a great deed by lending a hand here. Sentinels of Ashenvale will reward you well if you inform them that Gaxim and I are alive. Tell them we are well on our way to stopping the Venture Co. and healing the lands. Vantera, Penicillin, and Astronar should be pleased to see you have returned with good news.
Del Nadris.
Yeah, we just came through. It's fine. Or walk there, or... Nah. Flight path. Similar walking, I guess. That's fine. Don't have to go through cave and then deal with the mountains. It's just more convenient. I'm okay with that. At a certain point, just need to take the path of least resistance here. And that is just walk up the path this way. Everything's easy. Everything's great. Okay. So this is another return. We did start off going from Ashenvale, asking to find the people here. And we found them. And we went back and back again. That's alright. King's Blood. Nope. Not gonna worry about that. Not that we even can. It's here. Travel, 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 travel. It's always something. There's a sagefish school. Sure. Do a bit of fishing. That's always a good time. Cliff guy. Alright. We already have a sap beast. We already have the next set of travel to the next locations quests. It's very possible this is just finishing up how we were asked to go look for people and then didn't really return for a long time. We had to help them with all their problems first. Now we can report that we have completed what we set out to do. That's great. Alright. Back to the peak. There's definitely higher peaks here. It also goes down to a valley here too. Ah, they can call it whatever they want, I guess. That's fine. Another slime guy. It's probably fine. Treant's ally. Hi there. How's it going? Alright. Fly. Astronar. At this part, we don't even need to worry about it. Just goes automatically. Love the stuff. Alright, let us track up the next quest we're doing. Go to Ratchet. Go to Ratchet. They're already complete. Oh boy. Just need to go talk to somebody. The rest of these later. Yeah, not a huge amount of quests on the tracker here. That's okay. How's the trip going to be to Ratchet? Not too bad. Should be perfectly fine. Like, grab everything in Ratchet. Do a bunch of stuff in the Barrens, probably. Whale Caverns. Grab this quest up here. And then we'll see where that's going to lead to next. I feel like it's slightly going backwards in level here, though. 20s? I guess we'll find out some level 30 stuff. Maybe also Dust Swallow. I think it's up to 40. 35, 33, 48 plus here. These are also in the 30s. 47 plus dungeon stuff. Here's some lower 30s in the Shimmering Flats here. That could be another section. Got to figure out something here. Because the stuff in the Barrens is not going to take too many episodes, I wouldn't think. Even though there is more things. Dungeon stuff? Yeah. You can connect it with a few things here. Talon. This gets up to 30. Up to 40. Because it feels like 1,000 Needles is a lower level area than like Dust Wallow. And probably also slightly lower level than Deathless. That's probably like the next area. Depends on if there's any connecting quests leading you to new areas. Mostly seems like there are. That's alright. Alright. And then Sentinel. How's it going?
What brings you?
Thank you, Eric Erickson. You've been a service to the Sentinels. I'm glad to see that Kayla and even Gaxum are doing well. You've earned our appreciation.
Farewell.
Another quest. Reception from Tyrande. Eric Erickson, I'm sure Tyrande Whisperwind herself would like to thank you for taking part in this mission. It may not appear so on the surface, what you've helped start could very well strengthen our foothold in the Stone Talon Mountains. If you consider yourself our ally against these atrocities, go see Tyrande in the Temple of the Moon in Darnassus.
God is to watch over you.
Hey. We got a Hearthstone. That's fine. We can get there. No problems. Accomplishable. Just chill in Darnassus for a little. Unless they tell us to go somewhere else too. That's fine. Everything's connected. Everything's connected. I fully expect, as we get to higher level places, they'll have more, go and check out stuff in the Eastern Kingdoms kind of situations. So
worry about that when we get there. For right now, it's off to Darnassus. I gotta say, these portals are pretty convenient. Just gets us where we need to go, for the most part. Alright. Up, and all the way around. Completing everything that we can. Well, that's the dream here. And the current goal. And there. High Priestess of Elune. Would you be interested in this little bottle of Elune juice we got in the bank? Don't worry about it.
May Elune light your path.
Hello, Eric Erickson. I've indeed heard your name before, and although you are still full of youth, I'm pleased to see the path you have set for yourself. You would do me a great honor to accept this as a gift of appreciation. You can get a robe, a tunic, or a chain. We'll take the chain. 8 strength, solid. And also a band of elven grace. A ring with stamina and hit rating. Neat. There you go. The ring looks like a ring, can't see it. And the chain, amazing. There you are. We've done it. Just a little bit out in Stone Talon Mountains. Lion's reputation. Not sure what that's really doing at this point. It's fine. But we're doing quite nicely. Over to Ratchet. And see where we go from there. Next time. Goodbye.